Good afternoon, my Sunday school, Saturday teachers and preachers. I'm doing the last lesson for this book of August 18, 2024, lesson 12. A servant girl, point Naaman to God. When I seen that, it let me know that God can use anybody who allowed them to be used by God. The time was between 852 and 848 BC. Place was Syrian, Sumerian, and the Jordan River. Our golden text today is, Then went he down and dipped himself several times in Jordan according to the saying of the man of God. And his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. Let me say this here part. The reason Naaman had to dip 7 times because he wanted to be complete here. He could have dipped 3, 4, or 5 times, but God wanted him to dip 7 times where he can be completely clean. But Naaman had a problem. We're going to get to that in a minute. The lesson outline is 3 outlines. It's got hurt pride, angry pride, and at the end it's got I have no pride. Hurt pride, 2 Kings 5, 1 through 5. Angry pride, 2 Kings 9 through 12. And no pride is 2 Kings, the 5th chapter, 13 through 15. Naaman here, I see he was a good man. He was a good man. Naaman here, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master and honor, but because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in battle, but he was a leper. When I look at that word lepers, the lepers that God cleansed in the Bible, the 10 lepers, they were cleansed different. And that was another leper he cleansed by himself. But Naaman, this leper was cleansed by dipping 7 times into Jordan River. All of these lepers, one heal the same way. And that's how God works. When God heals us, he don't heal us the same way, but we heal by the same God. And the Syrian had gone out by companies and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel. They brought a little maid, a little child. I believe the child was about 12 years old, and Naaman captured this little girl and brought her to be the servant of his wife. It was Israel girl, the land of Israel, a little maid, and she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, Would God, my Lord, were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. And one went in and told his Lord, saying, Thou say the maid that is of the land of Israel. And the king of Syria said, Go, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. And he departed and took with him 10 talents of silver and 6,000 of pieces of gold and 10 changes of raiment. My brother, let me let you know something right now. When you're talking about hurt pride is a sin. You got to humble yourself to God. You can't have pride this and that in your life. Don't even let pride get into your mind, because God can't use you if you too proud. You can't be proud, my brother and my sister. You got to humble yourself, because it's the same thing here with Naaman. Yes, he was a good man. Yes, he was a king, a commander of the army himself. But Naaman had pride. He was prideful. God expects you to walk humanity before him. After Naaman submitted, his faith led obedience. God miraculously cursed him leprosy. God always expects you to walk in faith. We always should walk in faith, my brother and my sister. Naaman here now. Naaman here was the commander of the Syrian army. Yes, he was. He did very well. He obeyed what they asked him to do. Who was cruelly attacked Israel. Not only was he a Gentile, he was a man that was hated, enemy of the people. Naaman he was the first person healed of leprosy. In the whole Bible, leprosy, Naaman him was the first one that would heal of leprosy. And you look at this thing, it tells the story of an Israelite girl who was taken captive during was and ended up in the household of Naaman, the Syrian army commander, who had leprosy. The girl tells Naaman about the prophet Elijah power and suggests that he seek Elijah out for his healing. The little girl telling Naaman, 12-year-old, you seek Elijah for your healing. Naaman must humble himself to accept Elijah's instruction for his healing, which depth his expectation. Elijah sent a messenger to Naaman. Elijah sent a message to Naaman door, instructed instead of him coming out himself, and instruct Naaman to wash in the pool, the Jordan River, to wash 7 times. Asked him, constructed him how to get healed if he washed several times. But notice this here now. Naaman had pride. Naaman had pride because of there was a creek. He was going to muddy water, and he didn't want to get into that water. My brother, I don't care what kind of water, God gonna heal my body. He gonna heal me from this disease. He gonna heal me from this skin disease, which is a leprosy. There ain't no cure for that but God. And he gets so much pride. I don't want to go in that water. He didn't want to go in that water because of the dirt and the filth that was in the water. It doesn't matter what kind of water is water. If God is in there, it's clean to me. He had a problem. Great man suffering from leprosy. Pride will cause you to be without. Don't have so much pride. If someone can help you and you don't want them to know what you're going through, the trouble you're going through, you need to let pride go and let somebody help you. God worked through people, my people. Get rid of the pride. Get rid of what people are going to say. If you need some help, I need some help. If you need a miracle from God, if you need help from God, pride is not an option here. Pride is out the way, my sister and my brother. Looking at the second outline, angry pride. Pride would make you angry because when they asked Naaman to go wash, Naaman got upset. He angry. He wanted the Lord prophet to come out quickly. He wanted when he got ready. He wanted to do it when he get ready. I want them to do this real quick, but that wasn't God's way of doing things to Naaman, because he instructed Naaman to go to the Jordan River and dipped several times. So he come out and quickly hear him. No, Naaman complained that the Jordan River was not as good as the great river in Syria. He want to be in a good river, a good. We know how we want to be in a big fine church. We don't want to get baptized in a small church. See, when I got baptized, I was in a river. When I got baptized, I was down in Alabama in a water well. When I got baptized in a lake. It didn't matter to me where I got baptized. It didn't matter to me who dipped me, but the man of God dipped me in a lake, and I can hear him today when he said, "Name me the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit." It didn't matter to me, but I wanted to be saved. And we got to realize, my people, naming him, they want to be baptized in the Jordan River. He want to be baptized the great rivers in Syria. But what makes it so bad, whenever God deliver you from sickness and from evil, from everything, you got to realize he don't just deliver you, your body, he deliver everything that around you that you came in contact with. That's why they want to accept no gift from Naaman, because they feel like it was contaminated. And that's an insult with God. Because when God delivered me, if I have leprosy in my house, he's not going to just clean me. He going to clean the whole house. He going to clean whatever I came in contact with. So if you don't accept no gift, if God delivered me, that's an insult to God. Anger, pride, 5th chapter, 9 through the 10th verse. So Naaman came with his horses and with his chariots and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. And Elijah sent a message unto him, saying, "Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean." If you do this here, Naaman, your whole body gonna be healed. It gonna come together. That skin disease you have gonna come together if you do the way God wants you to do. You know what, people? We want to do everything our way. We got a better answer than God got. We got a better way than God got. Your way what got you messed up today. Your way what got you confused today. Your way. Everybody want to do something different. We're going to do it this way, but God said do it this way. Because one thing about it, God's ways is not like man's ways. God's ways is different. We don't do things the way we want to do them. God wants our Naaman to dip into the pool, into the Jordan River 7 times. He didn't want to go through it 7 times. He didn't want to do it at all. Because I feel like I'm better than this. I am a commander. Don't matter what you are, but you're sick. Don't care how high you are, Naaman. Don't care who you have following you. Don't care what kind of leader you are sick. You have a disease and can't be healed only, excuse me, only by God. You can only be healed with this disease by God. All the lepers in the Bible were healed by God. All of them. So if you want to be healed by God, you got to do what the Lord say do. Not your way. Like I said before, your way will got you messed up now. Your way. You've been doing it your way so long, and you feel that that's the only way to do it, but your way will got you messed up. Your way will got you without this. Pride will got you without that. Pride will make you be without not just people, but food, money, too much pride. I don't want that job. I'm better than in this job. If God gave you a job, take it. And you'll work something out later on. But take what he have to give you then, my brother and my sister. Now, ask yourself, what is the main lesson of Naaman? To me, walk humbly. Walk humble. And use God's gift for him so that he can exalt you. Now, whenever you get exalted, my people, please don't exalt yourself. Please don't do that. Like I said, you're making yourself up. Let God exalt you, and let God exalt you to do the work of Him. Let Him work through you, and He can't work through you with built up pride. I get so tired of people telling me I really did this today. I really did. You ain't did nothing without God. Quit lifting yourself. Quit exalting yourself like you doing everything yourself. You ain't doing nothing yourself. Ma'am and brother, you can't even get up in the morning by yourself. I can't breathe this air without God. I can't do it. I need God every hour, every minute. You cannot do it by yourself. Naming him, tell the story. I'm going to the line. No pride. 5th chapter, 13 through the 15th verse. No pride. He went from hurt pride, angry pride. Now I don't have no pride. I got no problem with it now. So here's the 13 through the 15. And his servant came near unto him and said, My father, if the prophet had bid thee do some great things, wouldn't thou not have done it? How much rather then when he say to thee, Wash and be clean. Wash and be clean. Anytime you wash something important, it come clean. When you wash the white clothes, they come clean. When you wash dark color, they come clean. You got to wash them for them to be clean. You don't clean them, then wash. You wash and clean. The 14th verse said, Then when he down, this way he went down, he said, Okay, I understand. I do this here. And he dipped himself. I'm sick of this pride because I still have this disease. So I got to get rid of the disease and I got to do what God tells me to do. So himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God. And his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child. And he was clean. That's all he had to do. He went all the way around the corner and he still had to come right back and drop that pride. First of all, don't you have no pride, and you ain't got to drop no pride. Whatever God send you, go. Whatever God asks you to do, do it. It might not seem fair to you, but it's fair to him. How you know it's not fair to you? You ain't done it yet. You always got something to say. I'm this and I'm that. No, you not nothing without God. Let me get that lie at you right now. You ain't never without God. You can't do nothing without God. You can't even get up in the morning without him. You can't teach. You can't preach without him. So you got to get yourself together and get yourself out the way, young man, young girl, old man, old girl. Get your little pretty self out the way and let God do what he do. 15 verse, and he returned to the man of God, he and all his company. And he said, Behold, now I know that there is no God in all the earth, but in Israel. This man right here did all he can to be dipped somewhere else, but Naaman did have that problem. We got the same problem today, my people. We better get rid of that pride we got. We better start giving God all the praises. Whenever you get up to teach, whenever you get up to preach, whenever you pray, you say, Lord, I thank you. Because without God, I know I'm not nothing. You got to realize, my people, that we all in this thing together. And ain't nothing you can do without God. Isn't that amazing? God heal you, God bless you, and God keep you. It might not be your way, and it's not gonna be your way because you don't have no way. Like I told you before, your way will got you messed up now. You do it your way. You say things your way. God don't do things like you want him to do. He don't do things because you feel like he ought to do it this way. No, you can't rush God. Naming him wanted a quick recovery. He wanted God to come down right now. He wanted right now God. But God already sent her message. God already sent her message. He already sent the line. He already told him what to do. Just go dump into The Jordan River 7 times. That's what I got to do. Don't make no big issue about this here. You want to be here. You want to be here. You want to be here right now. Do what I say do. That's all you got to do. And when God tell you to do something, you go do it. Don't question God. Don't ask God, why should I do this? Why me? Why not you? What's wrong with you? Why you can't do it? When God asks you to go west, you go east. When God asks you to don't go that way, you go in the way. And you might be heading to an accident. You listen to the voice of God. Keep your mouth closed sometime and keep your ears open to hear the voice of God sometime, people. But we don't want to hear God because we don't like God way no way. A lot of you don't know how God talks because you don't study enough. You don't read enough. You don't know enough. You don't know God, but between the devil voice. You think the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. Because the devil voice going to be a voice of death. Going to push you in a whole lot of trouble. So you better learn how to listen to God for. Listen to God, man. Listen to God, angels. He got angels around you every day. Listen to your own prophet. You got a prophet. Listen to him. God gave him a word for you. You hear his word. If the prophet say love one another, you love. If the prophet say get along with one, you get along with one another. If the prophet say fall on your knees and pray and call on Jesus, you do that. Don't do it your way. Because I'm going to tell you, my people, we've been doing our way so long. This pride we got. And so many folks got this pride. Pride don't do nothing for you. Pride is a failure. Pride is a falling. It's not an upward, it's a falling. You failing in pride because folks don't know what you're going through. You talk to. I ain't sitting here folks a problem. But some folk can help you. Some folk got a message for you. They just want to know my business. I don't want to know your business. But if I can help you, you let me know. If I can do something for you, I might be the answer. He might be the answer. She might be the answer. But don't get caught up on pride. When I look at this lesson, it's hurt pride, angry pride. Then you got known pride. And look what happened to Naaman. Naaman went from a sick man. This man was sick. Naaman went from a sick man to a healed man. I'm sick, but now I'm healed. Check this out, my people. Look what happened to Naaman. Man, the ungodly. An ungodly man to a godly man. See how God changed people? He went from an ungodly man to a godly man because of he was a sick man. Now he a healed man. Now I believe. Look how many times God to heal you. You've been sick. And look how many times God to heal your body. You went from a sick man, a sick woman. Now you are a healed man and a healed woman. Same thing with Hamden Naaman. He was a lost man. We all been lost. Now he a saved man. We have been lost before we came to Jesus. The old song said, Amazing Grace, how sweet it is that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm saved. This reminds me of a lost man to a savior. I'm not lost no more. Thank God for grace, thank God for mercy, and thank God for salvation. This is what happened to Naaman. Same thing happened to us. We can apply this to our life. What we're going through and what we've been through and how long God and how many times God will bless us over and over and over again. And sometimes we just don't get it. Sometimes we get so angry, so frustrated because we want everything to happen on our time. It ain't about your time, sister and brother. It's not about your time. And look what happened here. He was a lost man. He was a saved man, a great man to a gracious man. He was great, but now he's gracious. And from a commander of men to a servant. And that one thing we don't want to be. We want to be bishop. We want to be preachers. We want to be ministers. We want to be apostles. We want to be this and we want to be that. But nobody wants to serve. Jesus was a servant. What's wrong with serve? Serve somebody. I love to go eat because I love the people that serve me. And I tip them. I want to be when I pray, I ask God to make me a better servant. Make me a servant of your people. Make me a servant of serving other people. We all need that. We all got to go somewhere and serve. When you at church, serve. Whatever you try your hands to do, do it. And don't do it for no nickel, no dime. But don't do it because I'm trying to get some brownie points. God don't have brownie points. When you do something, do it from the heart. Do it because you love to. Do it because you mean it. Do it because you love people. And the main reason you do it because you love Jesus. This is a good lesson, my brother and my sister. It lets you know, come down off that pride. Come down off your high horse, because you ain't all about that. You ain't all that. Don't care how high you get, you're always able to fall. You're not falling going up. But it's before you go up, the harder it's going to be when you fall. To show the circumstances of Naaman's condition and his pride. If I'm sick and I got a disease, I don't want no pride. I need some help. People got their own hospital they want to go to. I don't like to go to Sinai Grace. And you leave and they go to Sinai Grace and having a heart attack, take me to Oakwood, you might be dead before you get to the Oakwood. If I'm sick, I don't care where you take me somewhere, give me some help. I need a doctor. And when I need God, I need Jesus. I need the Lord right there. I don't wait till Sunday morning to call on Jesus. I call on Jesus anytime I feel like it. Midnight hour, sometime early in the morning, all day long. It ain't got to be no certain time for me to call on, for me to pray. I'm always got my mind on Jesus. I love to hear Jesus. My mind stayed on Jesus. When you wake up in the morning, when your mind on Jesus, you must that night your mind be on Jesus. Principle to explain that pride always. Pride will get in the way of God's solution. God wants to use you. God wants to bless you. God wants to do great things to you and for you. But you got so much pride, it's in God's way. God wants to heal you. Let the pride go. God wants to give you good finance, but let the pride go. God want to give you a nice job. If he give you a job at all, that job he'll give you something better. God want to give you a better car, but let the pride go and drive the one you got and keep it clean. God will bless it with better stuff, but you got to let that pride go. Pride always get in the way of God's solution for us, people. To exalt students to adopt a humble attitude toward God as they seek answer from Him. Proud people tend to alternate others, even friends. It is the humble person who gets the respect of others around him. Deep down, there is something about humanity, about us, and something about pride that makes us withdraw. Pride, my people. When I look at Naaman, he was a commander of the Syrian army, the king of Syria. Satan was pleased with Naaman's leadership. But Naaman had a problem. He had two. One, he was sick, and the other, he had pride. He wanted to get well, but he wanted to keep that pride. He wanted everything to him right then and right now. But God wasn't having that. If God send you an angel, that angel gonna help you. If God send you a minister falser, and I want the other preachers to help me not falser, it ain't gonna happen. Because God gonna use that man he sent to you. That preacher gonna pray over me. I don't want that preacher to lay a hand on me. God might send you this preacher. You might not want this preacher. God might send you David and you won't Paul. God might send you Matthew and you won't Luke. Whoever God send your way, let it be. Whoever God send your way, let it be. However, Naaman had something that troubled him. He did suffer from a terrible disease. But my brother and my sister, we don't have to suffer. If we gonna suffer, suffer for Christ. If we gonna suffer, give me more God. Give me more Jesus. Keep me near the cross. When you tell God, keep me near the cross, that keep me near suffering. Because the closer I get to suffering, the closer I'm to him. My brother, my time is by us. And I want to thank you. But get rid of pride and praise the Lord. Keep lifting up his holy name. Don't let nobody fool you or change you. You keep on lifting up God's holy hand because God wants to do great works with you. Great works for you. But right now, my time is out, and I want to thank you, thank you, and thank you. God bless you.